Alright, hello everybody. This is the Inexorables, starting half an hour behind schedule because of Zach's continual crashes. Last session, we did the whole lot of roleplay. We were also in person. We got introduced to Tarak, which is Jack's character that I pronounced incorrectly. He got introduced last session. Tariq. I don't think that's the correct pronunciation either, but we're just going to continually mispronounce it. My group of Leopold, Lennon, and Wayne all met with the senator from what's the nearby city's Team. I remember that. Senator of Team, and we got support of him in the form of Jack, while the two Shadehall brothers went and got support from the Vox camp in the form of Zach's continual trend of NPCs that are way cooler than us. I have the dwarf gunslinger's name written down. I just need to find it.
Ed Atarik.
Ed
How
Atarik.
can you not
Yes, we love our
remember
boy Eddie Atarik.
And if you want to know who Ed is, watch the last campaign. Towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end. Yep.
In fact,
and
like the last 3 sessions.
yeah,
That's when he popped off.
I was in, but I know we're out of time. So Zach, I think that works as an intro. Start DMing.
Okay.
Well, what did the Amadeus brothers do?
They talked about talking about their time that they've been They talked about talking about the time they've been separated, not actually talking about the time they've been separated.
That's right. If you want to hear about the Amadeus brothers' backstory, watch the last session.
And you will get nothing.
Major lore drops.
A couple. To be fair, a couple.
Bearable.
A couple. There were a couple.
There were a couple.
There actually were a couple.
Or you can subscribe to Zach's Patreon for $15 a month for 5-minute summaries of each and every session.
Dude,
Link
if I could summarize our sessions into 5 minutes, that'd be crazy.
I could do it.
I could do it, sure, but like I'd be leaving out details.
No, I
sure.
could do it.
Anyway, so welcome back. This is session 23, and we begin as everyone is packing up their gear and leaving the morning of the assault. At this point, it is about 7 to 7:30 in the morning. You guys are only about a 30-minute jaunt from where you're going, but you'll probably be packing up for another 30 minutes, maybe get there a little bit early, and kind of peruse, see if anything's changed, any guards on the wall, or anything of the sort. So, as we enter in, there's the usual hustle and bustle. For some of you, it is usual. For, say, Lennon and Leopold, let's go especially you two, and Wayne, this is not a usual situation for you. For the Amadeus brothers and for Tarak, this is the rallying of troops before a battle, which you guys are used to for war, or in Tarak's case, more a training situation, but still, you've been in some big fights where you rallied a huge group of people to go out. You guys are cleaning your weapons, getting everything prepped, but the 70 or so members of this group running around, screaming orders, people tightening the straps on their armor, there's screaming and laughter and fires being put out. There's a chill to the air of that pre-battle sensation where everyone knows something's about to go down and their body is getting them ready for it innately. Some people react in a way where they go to a book once they're prepared, or they're sitting almost meditating by one of the creeks nearby. Others are laughing and joking around with their friends. I'm curious with you guys going into this larger battle. What do you think your character is doing to get prepared for the battle?
You just want to go...
One, DM, during trance time, I'm going to change one of my proficiencies, which is the pan flute, not really needed right now, to Mason's tools.
Okay, will do.
Just in case. You know, we're going to be setting up bombs around more than likely masonry.
Okay, we'll do.
So
I don't know. I think the pan flute's actually quite important.
it
So-
is actually really important, but we're gonna move beyond that.
So, Zach, we're going to start with you. How do you think Lennon is preparing for this fight? Does he even understand the immensity of what's about to happen?
Linen. Well, the thing is, Linen's like read. He's at least read things like this before, but this is definitely his first time seeing something like this. So he's kind of just more so standing back, letting everyone do their thing, because he doesn't really have much to prepare, based in terms of like his arsenal. Aside from, I guess the potassium nitrate was like passed off and like implemented in the explosives. He just doesn't have
Yes.
that.
Speaking of, I would like you as Lennon to
Yep.
go ahead and roll me a flat intelligence check.
Oh
Actually,
boy.
you know what? I'll let you do this. I'll let you roll an intelligence and a dexterity check, and we'll combine the two.
Okay. Well, we will do. Here's the int going out.
Ooh, baby.
20.
Big money.
And then Dex going out. 10.
Okay, so a 30 total out of the two rolls, so a 15 average. You are able to... You kind of mess up once or twice. You and some of the other explosive experts, which there are pretty much none of. And by pretty much, I mean it's effectively you, Ed, and Rikus are the people who've either dealt with science and Leopold and or gunpowder. So the material you have, the base material, is one of the materials for gunpowder. So mixing it with gunpowder doesn't really do all that much. But you guys do have a few things around that you're able to mix it with, particularly sulfur. Through the casting of spells, you're able to get your hands on some. And some of the members of the Kravas Guild are spellcasters. They know Fireball, so they have sulfur on hand as a material component for the spell. So you're able to mix some stuff together, get some small fuses put together, so you have things set for how long?
I've got a twine ball of fuse.
I was gonna say,
so-
how long do you guys want it to be in rounds? Like, how many rounds of combat do you want the fuse to be?
I don't know. I'm going to leave this up to Leopold, the one who decided what this is actually going to be doing.
One
but-
Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi.
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
3 rounds?
So an 18-second fuse. So you
Okay.
set up 3 devices with 18-second fuses. That is all you're able to do in your time, especially since you have to sleep a little bit more than the rest of the party.
Yeah.
And for simplicity's sake, I just had you roll, rather than having you and Leopold and Rikus and Ed all try and do it.
Aside from that, Lynn is kind of just looking around, kind of like leaning over to Leopold. It's like, do you think all this noise is gonna alert them?
Oh.
All the noise out here?
Yeah.
We're far enough away from the mansion I'd hazard. Once we get inside, that is a different story.
Yeah. How bad do you think this is gonna get?
Hopefully not very. That remains to be seen. Probably in our best interest to get some sleep to make sure it goes as best as possible.
That's, but it's already morning. Won't it seem kind of like awkward if we just?
Oh, I thought this was.
This
still
is
the
morning
night
of. This is morning. I skipped
bad.
the previous evening because we're trying to get to it.
Well, in that case,
I don't really have too much
Well,
I can do.
I don't know if I have that much I can do either. I mean, I've just about triple checked all my equipment. I think, I don't know. Rikus, Ski, might need help with anything.
I guess so. We could check.
Yeah.
Then we'll kind of just walk off.
I have to go grab dice, so you guys keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I do wonder if we could what I could do with this gallon of poison I have.
Yes, I do also have a gallon of holy water, and I just now remembered, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find any use for it, sadly.
I mean, you got
I'll
any
take-
empty potion bottles?
I mean, like, I actually don't know if I have any. I also have 4 vials of digester acid. As I look through all of the items,
Rikus has like 5 or 6 empty flasks.
I thought I had more potions than this. Uh-oh. Oh, it's probably fine.
well, I imagine Leopold would be quite liberal with his holy water.
Oh, I think this is supposed to be a potion. I just didn't. I see what I did here. Oh, well, it's not important. Oh. You think vampires are resistant to poison?
I don't believe so.
Hmm. Well, I don't really have too much on me. Well, aside from... well, we'll save that for later. Anyways, let's go find
Actually, a
Rikus.
really good question.
So, Rikus, how are you preparing for this battle as Linen and Leopold are about to approach you?
So I am surrounded by the other scouts because it was discussed during the meeting last session that we would have our most dexterous or most sneaky people all head off and kind of scout the area a little bit. I am around a makeshift table looking thing with the rest of the scouts, sharing intel, going over details, looking at the map that we have, and comparing notes to a bunch of different things, movement, things like that. So we're kind of just strategizing, discussing things. As they're walking up, so
I'll go.
I'm going, just military mode. Just for me, it's just another mission. So
How goes your scouting preparations, Rikus?
well, as good as they could. Unfortunately, the walls do block off quite a bit. Still waiting to hear back from the scout that went through the cliff sides. Hopefully, they will be returning here any moment now. Not much in the ways of movement or even light during the night. Go figure. So,
They once scouted were still alright.
Hmm?
As long as they weren't scouted, were still alright, or weren't found, were still alright.
Anybody spot any evidence of those invisible hunter hounds?
I kind of look around to the other scouts.
They all kind of shake their heads.
Oh boy.
I have a feeling it's closer to something like greater invisibility, so
Yes, the fact that they're invisible would likely make them hard to spot.
well, none of us could perceive anything in the ways of movement, so and we made certain to steer clear of the walls far enough to hopefully not catch a beast's scent, so
Well,
Question I just had, Zach. Would these creatures be like innately magical, so they would ping to a detect magic in addition to a sea of invisibility?
The detect magic would be more questionable. It's possible that some level of magic would go up. It depends on how much of it is just an innate, like their scales flip so that they no longer refract light. Is that correct? They no longer or reflect light. Light no longer reflects off of them to be seen. Instead, it would pass through them. It depends on if it's their scales turning, in which case it would be a very, very faint magical sense, if any at all, or if the creature is actually intelligent and capable of casting a spell. If it is an active spell, absolutely. If it's an innate feature of the creature, much less likely for you to do it with accuracy, at least.
We'll see.
Well,
how
with the thought I just had, I do have a wand of detect magic that I've, of course, reflavored as goggles, that I could hand out to somebody else. I'm trying to think who would have a decent wisdom score that isn't Rikus, because you probably want to be concentrating on another spell. And I think, in fact, we all want to be concentrating on spells, except for Zakir and maybe Turok.
The only thing that I would be concentrating on would be Hunter's Mark.
Surprisingly,
Which I
Be
mean, I guess
using-
if you're fine losing Hunter's Mark, I could give you the detect magic goggles.
You will note what
I-
Zach just said. He doesn't
I
really
did-
have many concentration spells.
I'm kind of like a burst. I'm kind of a burst.
Remember, he's
Type of-
only one level into sorcerer at this
That's,
point.
I always forget you're just one level of sorcerer.
Everyone does.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what's your wisdom? I mean, you're a monk, so your wisdom score should be decent, right?
Nope. It's 12.
Don't you need a
Nope.
13 to multi-class?
Don't.
He started as a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't-
but multi-class into or out of.
No, not out of.
No.
Huh.
You need to have 13 in the primary stat line of the class.
Yep.
That you're
Linen-
multiclassing into.
Linen's build is really weird. It makes more sense the higher level he gets, but right now he's kind of like.
Oh
in an
well.
odd spot.
I mean, still with the, because it's going to be hard to see them with their detect magic, so still think it'd make more sense to give it over to Rikus, and I don't believe this item is attunement.
I would prefer being
So-
able to use my
We give
Hunter's
just
Mark, but
Since he's
My
what if we
wisdom's
give
really
just-
low.
Oh, fuck.
How's your wisdom, Sean? Or wait, no, it's Tarok. I just looked. You're Sean Simmons on the Discord.
I am
We can go AS.
I am the exact same as that.
All right, well,
5 as
pop-
well.
It over to I guess Wayne, do you typically drop big concentration spells, or are you more like Lennon where you do just big damage?
The only concentration spells I have are Bless and Guidance.
Bless is very, very good to have up. You should cast that at like the beginning of every combat.
What about Ed?
Ed is not a spellcaster in any way, shape, or form.
But this is a wand of detect magic, you see. So it.
you
doesn't
need to be a spellcaster to use a wand.
Wait. Shit, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Womp
then it
womp.
wouldn't work for me anyway.
Yeah.
I cast gun.
Goes. You
I
joke.
catch these hands.
So Rikus continues a little bit, and to further answer your question on how I'm doing, Leopold. Honestly, all of this just kind of brings me back to my days in the service. Prepping and planning for an incursion of this sort was, well, commonplace.
You commonly fought vampires?
No, but battles of this scale happened a dime a dozen during the war. And after.
Hopefully, there won't be too many more like this in our future.
That remains to be seen. First, we have to get past this one.
I don't know. I think the Vampire Syndicate ring kind of indicated that there might be more.
Currently, obviously, our
Also-
primary goal is the success of rescuing Intrati.
Also-
Secondary goal is to minimize casualties.
Also, didn't they say that if we succeed here, we'd be incurring the wrath of the older vampire brother, who wouldn't necessarily hunt us down, but would definitely kill us if he got the chance?
The
There's
Vampire Brothers one that sent us.
No, the oldest vampire brother.
Eldest.
There's 3 of them.
Varys said it was a possibility, but like I said, whether or not we kill Varys' brother here today, Varys' younger brother here today, that would be, how would I put it? A nice addition to the mission.
Yeah.
Like I said, our primary goal is to successfully rescue Intrati.
I mean, from the sounds that sounds of it that we got from Centaur, we're practically going to have to kill him with all of the alarms that are going to be around Stolios.
Remember when Lycus told
As
us
I
not to get
said,
involved in politics?
it is a likely outcome. However, we have a task force that will be moving in during the commotion and confusion to rescue Intrati. Meanwhile, our primary forces will be taking care of, well, the mass of vampire spawn, and hopefully the strike team will be able to take care of Vicious. That's his name, right?
Vicious.
Yes.
I think
But
this- Oh.
second objective is minimize casualties. And I look at, is Sakir next to us?
Sakir, what are you doing to prepare for this?
So after
'Cause I
waking
was-
up, I have already added my different abilities from being asleep, and I would first thing that morning I would cook, and I would make a new batch of my sports drink. I would take some of that, and then when I'm done with that, I'd probably have gathered with these guys and heard some of this conversation.
Okay.
So we'll say you're strolling up
will-
at this point.
Yeah, as you're strolling up, I will look at Sakir and say, with minimizing casualties, I do ask each of you to not do anything stupid.
All right.
Such as?
Even if this mission is a failure, our lives are important to the greater success of our overall mission.
All right.
I do not want to lose any of you.
Yes, well, that means that we should stick together as a team and not go off on our own. At the very least, move out in pairs or trios.
Sounds good to me. How much are we willing to risk?
Currently, we are set up to have us as our own strike force, so including, I believe, Zach, you're gonna have to fill me in on who's popping with us. Including, I believe, yes,
Tarak.
fucking what's his name?
Tarak and
Tariq
Nelson.
and Tariq, Nelson, and is Ed coming with us?
Ed
Tarak.
is going with Pax. who
Ed
with
is going
you.
with Pax. Yes, and then Ed and Pax, who will be sticking close by.
They will likely be trying to. You guys are effectively running distraction, as they're the two heavy hitters of your crew by large margin. So if they're able to get inside and get to Vicious close to or soon before or soon after the explosion occurs, that way as few people as possible get to Vicious to help him. Their intent is, as soon as combat and engagements happen and you guys are about to plant bombs, they're going to run ahead and try and leave a trail for you guys to follow. And they're going to go and try and find Vicious.
Yep. And the Vox have a task force that are focused on breaking out Intrati due to their traditions of being at the table of
Guest right.
yeah, due to his guest right status, the Vox are handling that operation.
Sounds good.
The rest of everyone else in this camp are here for the major
Big up vampire spawn.
onslaught of vampire
Fair.
spawn.
Well, I have
think this-
3 questions. First, Lennon, what are you doing with the giant tick of poison? Second, did we figure anything out with the invisible hounds? And third, where's Wayne?
Regarding the invisible hounds, Leopold will pull out a second pair of goggles, very close looking to the one that he gave Rakus, but not the exact same. These should allow me to see invisible creatures. And the one I gave Rakus might work. Not the more
Sensing magic. I remember you on those.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
more of a failsafe in case I'm indisposed or we get to the top.
I was thinking of setting out some dead rabbits around the castle. Maybe lure a few hounds in. Unless, of course, that's a bad idea.
Who knows what those things eat? They might be vegetarians for now.
Well, if they're vegetarians, we don't have much to worry about.
Vegetarians can still kill us.
Yes, but they won't bite you. Now, poison. I had some visions last night on how to do poison.
Well, you want
I don't have a kit yet, but
hands you gallon of poison. Yeah, I was just gonna save this for like something else, but yeah, go ahead.
thank you.
Okay, actually, speaking of gallons of liquids, I am going
Using
to
gallon.
have my gallon of holy water that I bought from the one merchant Breakus knows. I am just going to offer it for the. Actually, I guess this would make more sense to do when we were closer. But this is something we'll do is I will set it out for people to like dunk their weapons in, just so they can at least I don't know be more effective, I guess.
Did I try to infuse the poison with holy water to make a holy ichor of death, if you will?
Holy poison.
Okay. I will have you. We're gonna go ahead and roll a intelligence check, and I'm
Flat
gonna set
intelligence?
this at a DC 20.
Man,
Also-
Do I know it's not hard going into it?
And
I
For you, no.
is Linen in any way going to assist?
would you like Linen to assist?
Absolutely.
Oh wait, I am also proficient in alchemy tools. I don't know if
Alchemy.
this is alchemy though.
This might be
This
more of a-
would be touching alchemical mixtures, but in the same right, this is also trying to mix a deadly liquid with a innate liquid, but only kind of hurtful to some creatures. So it's a little goofy. You can mix it, like you could just pour them in the same bottle, yeah, but you're diluting the poison. So at a certain point, you have to know. I would say this is more alchemical because you kind of have to know what kind of balance you can have.
So
Am I rolling with a proficiency bonus since I'm proficient with a poisoner's kit?
With a poisoner's kit, sure, I'll give you your proficiency bonus.
Sweet. So I'm rolling with a +8. So,
And-
well, wait a
I'm
second.
saying, while they're rolling that, I don't know if this is just me, but Zach, on your end, I keep hearing what sounds like I don't know steam escaping or something from your end.
Damn.
is
I'm
there
curious if my Discord reset my mic because I crashed. Probably.
is there
I am much better
thank you,
now.
honey. Is
I
there
don't know,
any
'cause that would have been a pain on the recording.
19.
I was gonna say, was there any what would he get from assistance?
I will have you roll as well.
Oh,
That-
sick.
like,
Am I
yeah.
rolling alchemist tools?
Linen as well, or
Sure, let's make it a party.
all right. In
When I roll
It's-
alchemy tools, it's just 20, like a d20 plus my proficiency bonus.
Yes.
what is Linen rolling again? Intelligence.
Yeah, he told me intelligence and
Uh,
adding proficiency bonus if you're proficient.
in
Okay.
alchemy, I don't think Linen is.
Alchemy, poisoner's kit.
How is Lennon not proficient in alchemist yet?
What tools are you proficient in, Linen?
None.
You have to
No.
be proficient in something tools related.
Nope.
You make potions and herbs and shit.
Linen
Tools
does not
none.
make potions.
He does not. He doesn't make shit.
He
Oh, yeah.
he assigns medicine. He does not make it.
Yeah,
He
so I
can
guess
do
you just be sitting there telling me what to do.
He can do basic stuff, but he can't like make a potion for you. Oh.
The
Wait, is
party
it-
when
is
they're
it- is it-
the party
wait,
when their
is
big
it
brain
an-
character doesn't have a brain anymore.
Oh.
Plus intelligence? Okay.
Bad roll from Linen.
Then it would be an 18. So yeah, we're all fall short.
So you're able to mix some stuff together, and you guys are fairly certain that the liquid you create will be more effective than just a base poison or holy water will be. But you're unable to get it to what you would consider a peak, a perfect, pristine, liquid mixture. So it's not going to be as effective as it could be, but you're fairly certain it'll be more effective than what it would have been previously.
Sweet.
So, with that, Wayne, what are you doing to prepare for the battle?
I am making some holy slime.
Some holy slime. Would you like to describe that for me?
I am cranking my hog into an empty vial.
No.
Do we still have holy water left? Quickly, Wayne, you must drink it.
No.
Why is it so viscous?
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll a d6
You
for
can't
you.
even splash it. You're like,
I could just
How
imagine-
long have you been doing this, and is this your first run, or are we multiple vials deep?
This is probably still the first flask or vial. I mean, it's a relatively large vial. Like, how many ounces would you say a normal vial is in your world?
2 ounces.
Probably like
A small vial is a 2-ounce vial.
a 2 ounce. Oh, I'm probably like 5 or 6 vials in then.
5 or 6 vials in?
Damn.
Holy! My brother, you know how much the average cum shot is, right? We're talking less than an ounce. Or about an ounce.
Yo, what is this
Nah,
elf
he's
meditating
probably
on?
like 2, maybe 3.
2, maybe 3. So he's been up
That's
since
still a
early
lot.
morning making
Yeah.
holy water.
Yep.
In the tent, I'm assuming in your tent.
No, he's just
out in the
he's just
open.
out on the edge of camp behind a tree.
6 different members of the camp have stumbled across you at this point, and all immediately just sorry, and walked back. You're just like by the creek, just cranking it. So as you finish up, and cap off the last vial that you have, or
Erasing
the
all
last
the
vial
germs
that you'll
from
really
it,
be
yeah.
able to get this morning before you get ready to go. Do you head back into camp? Do you get some recovery time by the creek? What are we looking at?
I'd probably just head back into camp and see what they cooked up at the mess as they're cleaning up for the day before
Yeah.
we pack out.
There's simple eggs and stuff. A hog was caught fairly early in the morning, a wild hog, and was very quickly slaughtered, skinned, and just placed over a spit early in the morning and just torn apart, shredded like it was in a crock pot. There's like 70 people, so we're talking. There's not a lot left at this point, but you are able to get in there and get a little bit of food in the mess.
So after cranking it, he eats it.
After cranking it, he eats it. He pours it on top. So Tarok, how do we find you preparing for this battle?
So I would probably start with a, something, praising the crown, my allegiance to it, strapping up my armor. I would have already gone to the mess hall, gotten some food, and then at that point, you see that he's, no, he wouldn't be doing that yet. So then, and then he's just basically doing that.
All right. So you and Nelson are kind of helping each other get into your armor and get prepared, doing a little bit of sparring early in the morning. And as you guys are all setting out, getting together, you guys begin packing up your things. Plenty of the people around the camp have mounts. Many are walking on foot, though. So as we prepare to get moving, Rikus, you have something to say?
Yeah. I'm going to pull aside Editarg because obviously after we set off the distraction, they're going to seek out Vicious. if for whatever reason we come in contact with Vicious first, I have a common wondrous item called the Horn of Silent Alarm
Okay.
that I will designate him as the person to hear it.
Okay.
And if I blow it, then it is silent to anyone else but him, as long as he's within 600 feet of me
Well, all right. That sounds good to
and
me.
not deafened. Yes.
Would I see Rikus on his horse at this point?
I do not.
They're getting prepared.
I don't. We were teleported in. I don't have my horse.
No.
You rode.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
they rode other horses. He doesn't have Baby with him though, sadly.
Yeah.
No, baby.
Doesn't
Baby
matter. Is he riding a horse?
He is riding one of the jet black horses. He got one as close as he could to Baby. It's an older swayback Corsair, so maybe a little bit more expensive than Baby, but nowhere near as good.
So, one of the things that he was doing in the morning is that he made a very loud prayer saying, and I quote, "Behold, Dark Child!" And as he does that, it summons this pure white horse with leather straps, one of them leading up to look like sunglasses on his head. And as the name of the horse is Child.
Mine is baby.
Baby. Child. I could have called that.
And as you see this little dwarf just try and get on top of it. Probably has to place a box down. Maybe asks for a boost from.
You and Nelson are well trained in how both of you get on this horse.
Yes.
Sorry, did you say, was that part of that chant Dark
Who the
Child?
fuck is Nelson?
Nelson is the freaking mute shield companion of Tarak, who was
Without the
making
tongue, yeah.
weird fucking hand signals at you guys earlier.
He's the one with no tongue. Remember?
He's the boy with no tongue.
The way so that the fucking DM doesn't have to voice him.
Fuck you, Inexorables.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
he's the one throwing clone jujitsu shit at me.
Yes, he was. So as everyone is mounting up, those of you who have mounts getting on them, the rest of you walking on foot, preparing for the 30-minute ride, or walk. So as you guys get moving, we're going to swap the music a little bit.
Hit him with that key change.
Hit him with the key change.
Maybe an A minor.
I forgot that I had music bot muted.
That's probably A minor.
So, as you guys are along the road, is there any last discussion? Short and sweet and simple, but any last discussion or strategy you wish to pronounce to anyone else here?
Forgot I had the music
I
muted.
say not quite necessarily strategy, but you said that we created 3 bombs, correct?
You have 3 bombs, yes.
We should clarify this. Are we going to assume that I am holding onto those in my bag of holding since I'm going to be the one setting them off?
Are we going to assume, or is anybody else wanting to carry one?
I don't know. I mean, I could carry one. Since I'm up at the front.
I already have a
Well, I
rag.
mean, they're in a bag of holding, so weight isn't an issue.
Yeah. I mean, I have a bag of holding as well. So it's like if you just want to split it up, so that way we don't have to wait for you to like run up to the front to plant.
Fair. I will go ahead and give one to Lemon then.
I got
Does
a
anybody else
bomb.
want a bomb?
All right. So as you guys all are making your way down the road, you find the like forested area you were going through kind of opens up, continuing along, getting a little bit more hilly as you get right on the coast side. You find yourselves approaching this wall. This wall's about 15 feet tall with red slanted caps on either side of it, with a small, maybe 5 to 8 foot wide walkway all the way along the wall, all the way around. This portion of the estate that is actually walled into the cliffside is not that huge. You're talking maybe 5 to 8 acres inside the walls. So, a pretty big estate, but most of the actual land this estate holds, you have been walking through for the last little while. To go back over very briefly the plan. The plan is that as long as Centol is there and the gate is open, you guys, along with some other scouting forces, will make your way inside the walls, attempting to scout out and prep things. Most of the primary martial force will be stepping inside the walls behind you, but will not advance to the manor until they get some kind of signal from one of the scouts or hear the explosion. At which point they're well within, maybe half a minute to a minute before they're inside the facility. They might actually end up getting a little bit closer than that. But by the time the explosion goes off and people are rousing from whether they were asleep or whatever situation they were in, your people will be upon them. The Kravas Guild will be setting up a series of ranged people, snipers of some sorts, along the wall, all the way surrounding the facility, along with setting up multiple people to watch the cliffside so that no one can get down it. I'm going to roll a d20 for the scouts that were sent for the cliffsides, as they were a longer distance away, and the report is going to be coming to you guys as you're on the move. So, I will actually let one of you guys roll the d20. I will have you know that this has a +7 to the roll.
I'll roll it
Oh,
since
I was
they
saying,
were
can
my
I do it?
scouts.
Oh,
Rikus wants to do it.
We're in luck.
Well, I was the one who was helming the scouts. So.
I think the Kravas Guild was, but
They were.
Oh,
just
okay,
along with
well, and I guess if Sean saw I mean, yeah, whatever the fuck his name is,
Craven?
Sean Simons is the name. That's
Rock, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but your name in the can't.
Karik.
I know.
Are you rolling?
Are you gonna roll the damn die?
I rolled it.
Nat 20.
We'll take his roll.
I'm sorry. That's not fair.
I thought that was Rikus,
Nope.
not Kier.
He
So-
verbally said he was rolling it. So.
Yep, he did. 5 seconds behind you, though. However, with a natural 20 in this case, I'm gonna roll my own die real quick.
Hey, if you count, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, I will
Can
count
we
it.
get 3 big
There
boons?
are 2 different exits that seem to come from some kind of underground cavern system that lead straight to the sheer face of the cliffside. There does not seem to be a direct way to get down. It can't be told, even with that nat 20, whether they are sewer extracts or some kind of viewing port. But there are 2 exits that one could possibly escape from on the cliffside. There will be a few Vox sent down to the actual beachhead below the cliff, but they can't spare that many to watch that side. So there'll be more scouts to tell if someone got away, not as much stop them from getting away. So with that final piece of information coming in, you guys approach the walls. I would like you all to make a perception check.
Well,
I could
What do
do
you guys
that.
think the chances that
As
Central
we're-
is trained?
You first, Wayne.
I was gonna say, as we're getting close, I'm gonna ride up to Secure. I'm gonna toss him a vial. Be like, "This might come in handy." And then
That
I'm
is
gonna
so
run
funny.
to the front.
I don't think you realize how funny that pun is.
No, he
You
realizes.
mean to do that?
He realizes.
Okay, that's really funny.
It took me a moment to get it.
This will come in handy.
Come in handy.
Come in handy. Yeah.
Also, as we are approaching now, I am going to go ahead and cast See Invisibility. This lasts for an hour, and I have my spell restoring ring that allows me to restore the spell slot, but that is a once per day thing.
Okay.
Since-
You are concentrating on this, however, correct?
I do not believe see invisibility is concentration.
I do not know.
Double check.
That's why I'm asking.
While checking, before
This did not change my spells over. Oh wait, no, it did. I'm just blind. See invisibility is not concentrated.
Okay.
before you do your perception check, I'm gonna slap a guidance on Leopold since he said he would be looking for the invis.
Right, and I already have advantage on this.
And does see invisibility have a certain range, or is it just anything you can see?
It is just anything you can see. I'll go ahead and read the spell's text verbatim. For the duration, you can see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane. Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent.
Okay, will do. So, as you guys approach the front gate, let me look at everyone's perception check. We've got 3 people rolled. 4 people rolled.
Perception?
Yes.
Advantage coming in clutch because I rolled a 17 and a 1.
That was almost a 1.
It was almost a 19.
Was.
It is a 19.
It is technically a 19 still. So, everyone who went over a 15 here.
Where's Sakir's?
Come on, Jay. It's not that hard.
It wouldn't give me my mouse for a second.
I was before you, and I had to pull up my sheet and everything.
Same here.
Yay.
Another 19.
Another 19. So everyone who rolled over a 15, as you look out upon this sprawling wall, the gate is open. You do not see Sentol anywhere on the wall. However, what you do see is just on the inside, seemingly suctioned onto a post, there is a plunger with a little piece of paper hanging from it.
Screw you.
That sounds like. Oh, that looks like him.
What's the paper say?
So as you guys
Why is it
approach, stepping inside the property line, the wall line, nothing happens. But
I'd like to
as-
note, obviously we ditched our horses, yeah?
Yeah, I would say, obviously, you guys ditch your horses. The Vox and the Stone Sides are sprawling out, gathering the last of their equipment, prepping themselves, and begin walking in after you. As you tear the note, it says, reading verbatim, "Welcome to the Longwood Estate. Gork and 2 hounds should be patrolling the grounds. Be careful of them. I'll see you soon." Signed by Sentol.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
2 hounds.
Walking too
Leopold,
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
have you roll another perception check for me. Yes, Rekus.
I'm going to look at Leopold to see if he can see the hounds within his...
Also, do I still get the guidance from?
I will. Yes, I will. I will say he's probably somewhat consistently casting this on you until we get in combat.
Overall 20.
Overall 20. As you're peering around, as you get inside the wall, you look immediately to your left along the wall and you don't see anything. You look immediately to your right along the wall and you don't see anything. There's this little, like, almost what looks like a grain house over here in this building. As you continue peeking, you see among the rocks and stones on the left, almost, you would say, perched. It's not on the stones. It's actually a little farther past. It's on this building. You see this, like, green-gray blob that seems curled up. Along with that, way off to the right, you can barely tell, but on the other building in the back corner, there also seems to be one. This one seems to be a little bit more active. It's like perched up on the roof, on this slanted roof. And these are too far away to really tell good details with a 20. But they definitely look a little goofy to you.
Well, I don't quite know if I'd call those hounds. but there's some creature perched up on that building by the rocks, and another one perched all the way down there. I'm going to assume none of you can see a green blob up there.
Can we?
Can we?
No, you guys cannot.
Because they're
Well,
invisible.
Those would be our hounds then. I'll point to the one by the rocks and say, that one it might be sleeping or something, I can't quite tell, but we should definitely stay away from that corner.
Did the magic goggles not work?
Well, the detect magic will have a much shorter range, only 30 feet.
Oh, sorry.
DM. Wait, actually, party. Was the plan to blow it up on the inside of the building, correct?
I was thinking we could blow it up on the inside, yes, but
Okay.
plan may need to change in light of new information.
Yes.
I thought we were blowing it up like, what's ping? Alt? No.
You can just hold your mouse.
Press
just,
X.
You can also
Press
just
X
hold
for a
it.
pointer.
I thought we were going to blow up like over here, because isn't there like a door or something back on this corner?
There is a door like right here. Purple hand is me, so right here there's like a door set there.
Do we know of any other doors?
There is the front door, and then there is a back door.
DM,
way over
I've got
here.
I've got to dip out for just a moment, but I was going to ask if there are any floor level windows or things like that we can pop into.
There are
not
a
going
few
into the front
windows.
door.
None
Right
of the
here.
windows, all of the windows on the first floor are either somewhat boarded by metal bars on the inside or are too small to fit through.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Well, unless the brothers decide to each hold a barrel and teleport in there.
Well,
Anyways,
I still
that's
need-
probably a bad idea because we separate the party.
Also,
Anyways,
yes.
I'll
you
leave it up
say
to you
3
guys for a moment.
barrels?
I gotta go. We
Yeah,
have 3
Uh,
barrels.
You guys have
Cousin can do it too.
2 gunpowder barrels, I think 3 bombs total.
Oh, yeah.
So, hear me out. What if we know that there's possibly escape tunnels? What if we just save some of the what if we take some time, plant some the bombs to cave those in, to cut off any chance of escape?
I was
Ahead of
hoping
time.
to use those as more of an offensive tool.
True.
But, well, I don't know if it's worth it to spend the time to go back out of the estate, sneak back around, go down, plant the barrels down there, as long with fuses, because we very likely aren't going to be down there to set them off themselves. Then walk all the way back up, considering that taps goggles, these don't have the longest duration. Need to use it while I've got it. I wasn't imagining we need to crawl all the way around.
I could just levitate down and up.
That could very well work, but first of all, we'd like me to deal with a hound.
Yeah, true. How are we gonna make them non-invisible?
Well, I can potentially handle that, depending on how well they can feel attack safe, but at the very least, I can call them out where they are.
True. They have well, gosh, what did they say? These things have pretty good noses, right?
I don't want to go looking at my notes, so let's say yes.
Jeez. So sneaking up on them ain't an option.
Well, from the sounds of it, are you guys looking at the map?
Yep.
Okay. So, if there is one here on this ping, and one here on this ping, I think our best bet, and we're at the main gate right here, I think our best bet is to just walk up to the front door.
Classic. What about the? What's the? The question is, where's the troll? Ogre mix.
Yes. Well, that creature can't turn invisible, and Stolia said that he was from the grounds. So if I had to hazard a guess, it might very well be on the other side of the house where we can't see.
That or, I get. Can we see this tower, DM?
What do you mean this tower? Like this building?
The bottom
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, you can see that building. I mentioned it earlier, and what it
That was
looked
a
like a
great
grain house.
And
Okay.
I guess another question for the DM. I guess how tall is the estate? Like, what size building?
The building is a 3-story manor. It is not actually the biggest when you're looking at like estate manors or mansions. You're probably looking at 2.5 to 3,000 square foot a level.
And how much of its roof is visible to me?
From where you are currently, minimal. You would have to. Well, actually, you would be able to. No, you're a couple hundred feet from it, so you'd be able to see pretty much anything facing you. So any slant that's going downwards towards you, you can see. So like this whole slant here, some of this slant, the top side.
I was hoping we'd be able to get inside to plant bombs, but that plan looks ever more unlikely.
I mean,
Is that a tower at the back? The round part?
The round part is the roof of a building.
No. On the
No,
main.
on the
the
big
main.
building.
So yes, that does go up an extra story. So that would technically be a 4th story. It's almost like a church bell tower, like rises up.
So 4 stories would be 50 feet.
Approximately. This is a manor. Their roofs are a little bit higher. We'll say 60 feet to the very top.
I think I might have an idea forming in my head.
As your idea begins to form and you kind of begin stroking your chin, you look back up and you note that the dog in the far back corner closer to the cliffside has jumped off and has begun heading this direction.
I will call this out to the party, and I will then state my idea of Linen, you are a high enough level monk to have Slowfall, correct?
no.
No.
Fuck.
But I
Yeah,
do
that
have
said
the
like
spell.
9 or something.
Oh, you have the spell Featherfall?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I could do is I could use Vortex Warp to teleport you on the roof, you plant bombs, you Featherfall down, and I shoot all the bombs on the roof.
Alright. Okay.
Just wondering, we're currently like here, right?
You guys are currently just inside the facility. I would say you guys can be as far as this here, but that depends on you guys.
I think that immediately we should make our way to this fountain.
I don't know if we want to go that far white yet, especially because the dog was just now starting to move, and there's no saying that the ogre might not come back, which we might be able to deceive the ogre, but I would rather avoid it if at all possible.
The reason why is because I am immediately recognizing that this is definitely a patrolling pattern. If this thing starts walking this way, this wolf is going to start walking this way. They're going in a circle. Those are my thoughts. Anyway.
Not the worst idea, if we could, like, on a, I guess, meta level, pause time. I don't know how long Thomas is going to be out, and I'd like to hear his opinions before we commit to any plan of action.
Not a bad plan.
I'm wondering,
Moving as far as like right here was what I was thinking.
Yeah. how many bombs are we wanting to use?
Well, we have 3. I figured we'd use them, and well, it looks like there are some windows on the 3rd floor. You could view inside of them. I imagine they're like the bedrooms, like the rest of the place, and hopefully we will kill some bypass spawn by collapsing the roof on them.
So
Oh.
if we're planting all 3 on, because I really wanted to like cave in those cliffside exits.
Well, we would
because-
still have the 2 barrels of gunpowder.
Yeah. So, assuming that that's for later, where would we want to use the 3 bombs? Because I assume we want at least 1 on the door.
I don't think we would want one on the front
No.
door because we still need to enter the place.
Yeah.
I was thinking we'd plant one on the 3 corners of the roof I could roughly see.
Yeah. Would it be? Do we know if it would be possible if we could like plant the bombs in a way to just collapse the 4th story by itself?
Well, the problem is me setting off those bombs. Unless we want to like chain reaction, one bomb blows up bomb 2, blows up bomb 3,
could-
but I don't know if they work like that.
And
If
what
someone
it's
tele-
Minecraft TNT situation.
Yeah, if someone teleports up with me, because Featherfall is an AOE, right? Or is it one Is it one target? I can't never remember.
I'm pretty sure it's a group target.
Yeah, it's a group target. So it's like if someone teleports up with me, 2 of us set bombs on the timer, cast Featherfall, jump off. You shoot the final bomb.
I mean, if you're just gonna light the fuses manually, I don't understand why you wouldn't light the fuse on the third one then.
Just time.
Yeah.
Is it enough
you
to
would
light the
necessar-
fuse?
I don't know if you would necessarily need a second person for that though, especially because our teleports consist of me, which uses a second level spell slot, which is
Yeah.
a very valuable resource because once I teleport you, I'm going to have 1 left,
Yeah.
and the Amadeus brothers who have 30 feet, which wouldn't get them all the way up on the roof. So if we are going to do that, which sounds like a pretty good plan, you would have to set off 2 of them.
How high is the roof?
60.
It's like
That's the
three
top
floors.
roof. Here is 60 feet. The roof here is more like 45.
I will
what
once
about
again remind the
these-
party
hold on,
that
what
I
about these kind of,
too,
like, side-
his cousin Wayne, can
Cousin
teleport.
Wayne has teleport.
I
Gee.
always forget you have that. What teleport do you
Gee
have? Is it
willikers.
67?
I have Starlight Step. They have
He's an
Shadow
astral
Step.
elf.
I-
Oh,
Starlight
right.
Step.
Yeah.
Your special elves getting teleport, just get a cantrip like the rest of us, like I do.
So DM, based on I don't know architecture, but like, does it look like we can collapse the 4th floor if we position the bombs?
You probably could be able to collapse most of the 4th floor and crash it into the 3rd floor. It probably wouldn't go much deeper than that. It would certainly cause alarm, but it wouldn't cause immense structural damage to the facility as a whole.
Okay.
I mean,
One less floor to
before we
clear.
collapse the 4th floor, I want to know what's in there, because if that's like a study, we might be able to get things from it.
Fair. So
'Cause
then,
my
where would you wanna-
initial thought was that we'd be able to go in and like plant bombs near bedroom, so they would kill vampire spawn. Which is what I
Unless
figured.
they're all underground.
Well, that's not the information Stolius gave us. If Stolius gave us bad info, then
By the way, I will note this because it's starting to possibly confuse others. Stolius is the guy you're here to save.
fuck, I keep saying Stolius. I mean
Centol. Yeah, Centol.
Yeah.
Sentinel
DM,
gave us
this is
bad
a
info.
well, correct?
The guy with the S name.
That right there, that is not a well. That is actually more of a furnace.
Okay.
Like a blacksmithing furnace. Forge. That's the word.
With some armor and a
A grinder.
wheel.
Yeah, there's a grinding wheel set beside it.
Okay. I think no matter what, we are committing to sending Linen up to the roof. Okay. And I'll say Rakus is still not back.
If you guys want to climb up on the roof, I have,
Hey,
Just-
screw Thomas. He's the one who left. If you guys have a plan, execute, execute, execute.
Yeah, I kind of want to give him his chance to give his 2 cents in, but I also don't want to. I don't want to delay any further because I know we've already delayed a lot due to technical issues.
I think he'd agreed to this plan. This sounds reasonable, logic, and good.
Tarak,
so
what's your
we should just go
thoughts?
with it.
Actually, hold on. Featherfall is. I looked it up. It is 5 people. We have a party of 6. So I think from the sounds of it, everybody else. is going to go.
can take it.
I don't need Featherfall. I can teleport down 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, but that's like a one-time thing. I feel like we should.
It's
Not
not
wait
once.
that.
I can
It's
do
3 times.
Oh, it's proficiency bonus. Still.
Wayne's just going to like free fall off and then just appear at the bottom. He's just going to like trust fall himself.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be better to leave Tarak down here just because he's got big old chunky metal armor and he might fall through the roof depending on how well it's constructed.
That's
Is it
fine.
probably-
I'm as agile as a mouse. I can take it. I can do it.
It probably was not designed to carry a dwarf in full adamantine plate. No offense.
I'm not fat.
Well, actually, if I mean, if the entire Sapphire Guard is primarily dwarves, then I expect there to be some at least hefty dwarven construction in the area.
Who says
Also,
this?
didn't you just say that massive beast was sitting on the roof?
On the
Okay.
smaller roofs,
Yeah,
yes.
smaller roofs, not the big one. Okay. So to
Which
get this
would
moving along,
Arguably weaker.
hold on.
What
To
if we
get this
have-
moving along, what say everybody to the plan of, I guess, combining Sakir and I's plan of moving nearby to the fountain and teleporting Linen up to the roof? All in favor?
Aye. Let's do it.
Just before that moment, if we are going to send him up, I am going to give him. Let me pull my character sheet. I'm going to give him protection from good and evil.
I've been protected.
Now, I don't know how to do that on here.
That is fine. If you want to do it on D&D Beyond, you can. Since we didn't have time to teach you actually how to use Forge. Not like any of us know actually how to use it yet.
I was going to say, I've used
Oh,
it.
that's actually pretty good.
I'm not as big of a fan of it, but okay, I had all my stuff and now they're gone.
As long as you have
Oh, I didn't mean to do
as long as
that.
you have it in D&D Beyond, it'll be fine.
Either way,
Yeah, all right.
as you guys are all preparing for this, Pax is going to kind of move in, and he's gonna give a pat on the back to Sakir, Linen, and Wayne. And I want you guys to mark this in your notes. He casts Death Ward on the three of you. So the first time you guys drop to 0 hit points, you will instead drop to 1.
Nice. Alright.
Alright, and with that, Leopold, hold on, I guess,
Which direction? Before we start, which direction is Linen jumping down? Back to the fountain to you guys?
I would assume back to the fountain to us. Hold on, you have, like, rope, right?
Yeah. I
Okay.
also have an immovable
Okay, that is what I
rod.
thought. Yeah,
that
that
I
is
can-
what I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about,
Yeah.
like, what direction you were going to drop the rope, and I was very confused for a moment.
We have him connected to a rope while he's on the roof, and when he slow falls, it's like pulling a raft in.
No, we're fine. Alright, anyway. DM, is there any issue getting near to the fountain?
So, as you get nearer and nearer to the fountain, you note that the dog is no longer within sight, even getting closer to the building.
I will relay this info and use a second level spell, Vortex Warp, to teleport Linen 90 feet onto the roof, probably right next to the window, and I will ask
No, not
Linen, what do you see in the window?
I'll look at. I take a
Roll
quick peek.
perception.
Fuck.
Get it?
Quake.
Yeah.
Roll.
Oh.
I've been rolling. that.
The window is extremely dirty and dusty on the inside. It is very hard to perceive through.
Damn. Lynn will like turn back, give a.
Can you
And then-
open up the window in any way?
As you look towards the window, there is no latch from the outside. Outside of punching through the glass, you can't really see a way to open it.
You have a walkie-talkie. You don't need to use hand signals.
Nelson over here just responding.
No. There's
Wait.
There's no latch.
Hold on. Question. You don't have prestidigitation, do you?
I do.
You can clean the window with prestidigitation.
Lyndon isn't an operative, man. Lyndon was like, yeah. And then he'll like
This is very funny.
press.
Uh,
I'm a
I
science
will
man
relay
doing
that.
science.
because that is brilliant. Clean the window with prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation
Alright.
on the window.
I will
You
allow
just
you
said
to
clean
roll
the
another
window.
perception check.
You just say clean the window. Don't even say
Cl-
use
I-
participation.
Yeah, I use
Clean the
one there.
window.
There we go,
I don't have any
14.
cleaning
14,
supplies.
let's go.
Almost
As-
over.
Almost rolled over to the 1.
As it almost rolled over to the 1, just like there behind that window, there is another dirty window.
Dirtier window.
No, they put dirty socks on
You
it.
realize that you
Two
forgot your
panes
glasses this morning as you can't see.
So as you're peering in the window, this seems to almost be like an attic storage room. Like, this obviously isn't an attic, but it's definitely a storage room, and the roof is kind of slanted sharply down inside the room. There's just a whole bunch of storage and boxes in here.
Looks like storage. Maybe a good entrance point.
Say in
Probably
the
not
It's a
attic.
good entrance point, but not really a good.
Not a good target.
Yeah,
Well,
not a good target.
I'm gonna Lynn will like go over to the edge of the roof, like plant his immovable rod, like tie rope to it and drop it down. It's like, just come up here at this point. If you guys are coming up.
I do think it is wise. For
So
us
where
to-
are you going to plant the immovable rod? Show me where on the side of the house.
So I'm about here, right?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna like plant it next, like above these barrels.
Okay, so as you plant it down, I'm going to ask the ever-loving question. What is everyone's passive perception?
18.
18,
11.
Also 11.
13.
13,
There is no reason why we should have the same amount.
12. So,
Oh,
21.
sorry.
I was going to say, you're wrong direction. 21. So, both Wayne and Aiden. Aiden, your head more on a swivel, and Wayne just being a little bit more present with your surroundings than others. You hear heavy footsteps round the corner of the building as a massive green hulk of a creature is just right there rounding the corner. And yes,
Which corner?
this corner,
Okay.
the front corner, and by which I'm going to move us to a different battle map.
How close are we to that?
Moving you to the new battle map so you can tell.
Also, Leopold,
Oh,
did you
okay.
give Linen the rest of the bombs?
Oh no!
So you guys are all on this
I didn't say
corner
so.
here.
Womp womp.
Oh,
and
and he can see.
Uh-oh.
so I'm going
The
to.
second I see him, I cast command.
Let's see if you have the distance. I'm pulling everyone's minis out real
Oh.
quick.
Oh no, bro.
Linen would be.
Linen would be up on the roof, which of course off the map, which I did not
time.
think we would be on the roof at this point.
Linen would
fair,
be like
son.
planting it like above the barrel, so it's like
Yeah.
here-ish.
So as everyone is moving just a little bit closer, and this creature rounds the corner, it kind of. And he's going to begin stepping forward, not necessarily aggressively yet. More curious than anything else. Do you guys say anything?
Wayne, can you deal with this? You're the most
Linen will, like,
charismatic of us.
Linen will like over the walkie-talkie. If it's vampires, maybe he's used to the smell of blood.
I take out a blood cracker.
Blood cracker.
Do you like
They're
hold it out
moving.
Come
towards
here,
him?
boy. Come here.
Animal
Yeah,
friendship.
we don't say anything. I
Rose.
just take it out and hold it up.
So you hold it up towards him. So as he gets a little bit closer, he's very much hunched right now, but he's almost like slender for his size. But he's still probably like standing straight up, like 16 feet tall. And at this point, you are hundreds of feet from your nearest ally, as they're still waiting by the gate for any kind of anything to happen. And he kind of like stands up a little bit more. I do not know your smell.
I'm going to give him my best local accent and just be like, "Oh, your master called us to come and fix the
Window
roof.
repair.
There was a leak.
My.
I mean, the
master
Board of
told me
Meetings.
nothing of this.
You
So
should
cast
go
Quick Ear,
ask
right?
him. Then.
It was a sudden call this
Um,
morning.
He is going to ask, what starts with a T,
No.
ends with a T, and has a T in it.
Did you say starts with a T, ends with a T, and has a T in it?
Yes.
I'm gonna lean over to you and say, I think it's teapot.
I think it's titty.
It doesn't end with a T.
He also
I was going to say
Very
tit,
little.
but I just kind of nod and go, teapot.
They all tell the same one.
You see, he kind of like stands up straight and actually scratches his head real quick. And he looks up to the left and he's like, is that answer?
Yes.
I will ask Master Vicious. And he,
Shit.
he actually steps over and like this itty bitty door, he like presses it open. You're pretty sure he actually breaks a lock on the door as he's pressing it open, and he just pushes it and then like gets on the ground and just crawls in the door.
Fucking climb.
We gotta go.
Climb the rope.
Aiden, I'm gonna have you roll me a perception check.
Oh
Shit.
god.
shit.
Oh, this is going terrible.
And I would
Why
assume.
did we go to the room?
I would assume no bless.
No bless on this one. No guidance, no bless.
23, nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
With your hyper focus on this just ginormous troll-like creature approaching you, you're only just now recognizing that a dog you didn't notice previously, a hound, is standing about 100, maybe a little bit more feet away. It is still invisible, as you kind of point to it and others do not notice it. And it is, with its 8 legs, just perched on like a stack of boxes that seemingly should not be able to hold its weight. And it is just looking out towards you and seemingly sniffing the air.
And what direction is this in?
This is over in this
Relative
direction.
plus.
It's like up here.
Okay, I will tell everybody, fucking climb. Dog over there.
Athletics.
It-
Athletics.
I
check.
will note to you, it seems curious.
I don't want to deal with that dog at all until we can shoot from a very far away range. You know, let's fucking climb and plant these bombs.
Can I roll an animal handling?
With that,
It is 100 feet away. There's real no... I mean,
Oh yeah, I
the
can't
animal.
see it either.
and you can't
Yeah.
see it
seemed
either.
curious.
Yeah.
He goes up to a rock.
So if
Who's
nobody
such
else
a good
is,
boy?
Leopold's just gonna start climbing.
So Leopold begins climbing. I'm gonna have people roll an athletics check just to determine how fast you guys climb this rope. And is Tarak going up? Tarak and Nelson? Or are you guys having them stay on the ground still?
I don't know.
Wait. Plant a bomb at the door he just entered.
Good thinking. I will do that.
Alright.
And
Are you going to light the fuse, or are you going to tie a new fuse and take it up the rope with you?
I'm not going to light the fuse. I'm just going to like leave the fuse in a very visible place because I have firebolt. I can just shoot the fuse.
Okay, will do. So, you guys all begin to climb.
Oh no!
So if I could get acrobatics or athletics from everyone, just to determine how long it takes you guys to get up the rope, because this is
Okay, athletics is definitely the better play.
This is nearly a 50-foot climb for you guys.
Watch this shit.
He got
Oh yeah, 21 from the lieutenant. The dwarf is actively. He was a baller in PE class.
I need you.
I have a higher bonus than you. This is ridiculous. I just never roll well.
I need you from Jack. I need you from the top rope. Just
Oh yeah, no, from the top rope, a smite.
yeah.
The Underminer.
The Undertaker.
I've got you for 3 minutes.
And of course, Rikus, as per usual, I just rolled for him. Rolled very well. Rikus and Turok immediately step up to the rope and begin climbing as Leopold goes and just drops a charge by the door. Everybody climbing up. Leopold and Wayne seemingly the slowest, but Sakir not much farther ahead of them. It takes you guys almost a minute and a half to get up the rope.
Jesus
This is 50 feet up. So this is not easy. And it's not like this rope has knots tied into it every few feet. Like, you guys are not going up 4 at a time. The rope would snap, even with an immovable
I'll go
rod.
last.
Alright, so you guys do all successfully get onto the roof.
Question.
Takes his rod.
Yeah. Are there any windows on like the 4th floor part?
No. There are not. Not that you can reach. I mean, there technically is a window. There is one window on each of the 4 cardinal directions of the building. However, this tower does go up a fair bit. So you're talking 15 or so feet up to the window, or close to.
Leopold, I know you want to check out the 4th floor, but I think it might be. Well, I guess we don't have enough bombs to destroy the floor anymore. I'd say we just...
This is... Oh god, the hell.
Yes, it has. Alright. Plan B. Let's break in through the window, make our way to the 4th floor, potentially plant things on the 4th floor in there. If not, we can go down to the 2nd floor and try and plant bombs on the 2nd floor.
I could teleport inside.
I think it's...
If you're willing to extend a teleport, that would also work.
We're running low on
Well,
time.
Rikus is silent. But Rikus is stealthier than I am. So
Yeah,
maybe
it's 18-second fuse time.
We're running low on time. I don't think we have enough time to scout out a good position. I think we just do as much damage as possible and then get ready to fight.
I'm worried that we're not going to do much damage if we don't plant those bombs in a good location. I thought we would be able to plant them in a much better location than we have here.
Tarok, as you're just standing here, Nelson gets your attention, and he marks down, and then he points to the bomb down by the other room, motioning to you level above. Boom. Seemingly, drop the bomb there, plant bombs above it.
So,
is Nelson's idea.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm the only one that would understand Nelson speak.
No one. Well, actually, Rikus understands
Who knows
a little bit.
Of who understands American Sign Language?
The standard sign language, common sign language. I'm pretty sure Rikus knows.
I think that was the other thing. That was the other campaign.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Either way.
I will convey. Guys, I got an idea. Bomb, another bomb on top of bomb, another bomb. Oh, actually, do we have that many? Either way, bomb on top of bomb on different level from the one that we just placed near the door.
Oh, so just hit one whole side of the wall, then. That could work.
Fuck it, this is going to hell in a handbasket. Alright. We'll plant those bombs, and then, depending on how structurally safe this building is, we can infiltrate from the 3rd floor.
Alright, so what, the
good.
first bomb is like here, right?
I'll say, could we switch back to, like, the main view?
Yes. Let us activate.
So I believe first bomb is like right here,
Yes, first bomb is right here.
and then second idea is to put one on this little roof overhang, and then one on the third floor right there.
You could do it that way.
That was the impression that I got from that.
So there's a variety of ways you could take it. Nelson's not very good at communicating, if you can tell. It could be just blow up one whole wide wall open so that we have an easier entry point. It could, to give a new entry point to all three levels, it could be blow first floor and place bombs on second so that when people come to investigate first floor, you drop the rubble on them. You know, it could
I like
be,
that idea.
It could be any number of things. But he was like, bomb, blow bomb, blow bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
There's always the chance we've answered correctly and we're still safe.
No fucking way.
Fucking way. All right.
He probably doesn't even know what a teapot is.
All right. All in favor of the 3 simultaneous bomb plan? Raise your hand.
Well, it would get the attention of everyone. I think.
So that's assuming Nelson. So that's 4 for
Nelson's just like, bomb. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about anything else. He's just here to hit shit.
Can I do like a sign language check to try?
No, you fluently speak the hand signals he's trying to make to you.
You know he's not deaf, right?
You know he's not deaf, right? He's mute. How would a mute person order a coffee?
Oh, brother.
Didn't think about that. Well, I convey that being like, do you mean progressive trap or like all Big Bang blow together?
He kind of signs either works, one kills, one distracts.
Wait, what if instead of bomb, it's bomb, barrel, bomb? So that way we...
Alright, you guys gotta make a decision. You guys have to make a decision.
Yeah,
I'd like to be the one that kills, because killing is distracting, but in the most extreme sense.
Bomb.
Well, I kind of want to kill more people.
Alright, I am setting a 2-minute timer.
alright.
That's how long you guys have.
All right.
For fuck's sake.
I think we throw
You're
a barrel
going-
in there instead of a third bomb. That's my vote.
Okay. Hold on. New plan. Blow a bomb on first floor. Wait a little bit for people to come over. Have a barrel and a bomb on the second floor. Blow them both up when people come to investigate.
Nope, let's do it.
Okay.
Good.
Is there any like check we would need to do to set that up?
So, are you guys setting it on the outside, or are you trying to get inside the room?
It would make more sense.
Let's send Rikus on the inside.
Hold on. Question.
Yeah.
There's not like a window on that overlook that we could easily get into, correct?
It would be a difficult athletics or acrobatics check.
If we time breaking the window with the first bomb blast.
Well, the first bomb is like right there.
The first bomb is
I-
like 15 feet from that from that window.
Yeah. Now let's just make it quick.
All right, hold on.
Maybe we enter in, blow it, and then people will be running out as we're entering in.
No.
Do we have line of sight on the first bomb from where we are?
You guys can peer over the side and yes, see it.
Wayne casts Firebolt. Alright, 15 seconds.
Alright, so Wayne kind of leans over and you guys just hear and you guys aren't close enough to hear the fire ticking, but you do hear Wayne just Offisos Mamore, and this little firebolt launches out. You guys have 18 seconds.
I'm gonna take this inside right now unless Rikus does it for me. Ready?
Take this bomb. Take this bomb. Go.
I'm gonna teleport
Leopold was
inside
barrel.
the window.
Rikus will teleport in with you, just so that you're not alone.
Leopold,
Well,
we need to
he's
plant
wasting a
barrel
resource
on the
doing
other
that.
side.
I think only one of us should do it.
Hold on, where are you planting the barrel?
It's too late. He's already doing
If
it.
you believe so, you're going inside a building that they're not really able to reach you alone.
Hold on.
I can teleport back out. But
No, no,
okay.
But
How
then you're
exactly
wasting
are
2
you planting the
resources.
barrel?
How exactly are you going to plant the barrel?
Oh, fuck. I thought we were just
Inside?
gonna put it on the roof and then. blow it
15
up.
seconds is
Hold on.
definitely passed by now.
Hold on. Roll the barrel off the roof. We'll make a bigger initial explosion and a smaller secondary explosion. Fine.
Good.
All right, so Leopold kind of rolls the barrel off the roof, gives the bomb to Sakir, and Sakir, you teleport inside alone. Rikus will not be following you since you don't want him to. So,
Well, hold on. Open up the window.
Yeah.
so the idea is the fact that there's no roof beside it, so you're effectively having to hang and like slide your way into it. Like it's still a check for you not to fall.
I thought you were talking about the third floor window, not the second floor window. That was my mistake.
Yeah, because you're going into the second floor, the floor above where the current bomb is, to plant another bomb. Correct.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Then,
Yeah, at this point.
yes, getting into that window would be difficult even with it open.
Okay. So I'm in light fuse.
You are in a room. Now, I will note, you guys did not look in this window before you went in. So
we did.
as you teleport in, I would like you to roll a perception check. Actually, I will ask first, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
You enter into a room that is completely pitch black. The window seemingly completely tints the sun from the outside. I would like you to roll me a perception check.
It's a sleeping chamber, bro.
Yep.
very
It's
least,
fucking Han Solo walks around the corner, legion of
Hold
stormtroopers.
on. Question that we probably should have asked earlier. Is the bomb that we planted with the gunpowder not going to blow this up? Because I figured it, since he was going on the third floor, that wouldn't matter. But if he's going on the second floor, that should definitely matter.
It may not. You guys don't know how powerful these bombs are going to be. You just know that they're going to be an explosion that will likely cause some devastation. But you don't know if they're like fireball radius or whatever. The assumption is it's probably not going to be quite that big. It's more going to cause structural damage. And things will crumble around it. So it is possible that the floor will crumble underneath him. But the idea was that he gets in, plants this, and gets out very quickly.
Well, Sakir, time to do that. Good luck.
So, Sakir, as you get in, your perception of 13, as you look around,
God.
there are a series of beds that stretch along the side of this room. You see there are 7 beds in this room. You can tell at least 3 of them are occupied with your roll. They do not rouse, as you are pretty quiet stepping in. I would like you to roll me a stealth check at disadvantage as you attempt to plant and arm this device at extreme speed while not trying to wake anybody up. You
16.
motherfucker.
Nice.
Crazy roll! That's amazing!
That was a disadvantage too.
This is the perfect time to clutch up.
I agree. That was a 16
So,
and 19 on the die.
You
That's close.
as you get there, you set the bomb on the floor and you take this rope and you stretch it to where it's just outside the window and you kind of like lock it into a position there so that you can see it from above to start the fuse. And I'm assuming you teleport back up immediately.
With my 13, will I have been able to see the window from the inside at this point?
Well, here's the thing.
It's too high.
Yes, you can see the window, and yes, you can teleport out and like grab a ledge. I will let you do that. However, now with you letting light into this window, even well, actually, no, you didn't open the window, did you?
No.
Okay, so with the window still closed, there still is no light in this room. So as you peek back out, how are you going to get this fuse to where it can be lit from the outside? Or are you just going to light it immediately, say, screw trying to get people to the scene of the crime, and then blow it up? I'm just blowing it now. I'm going to give you 5, 4,
I think we're blowing it now. That was my
3,
plan. I go in there and I blow it.
2. All right, so you immediately set it. Do you toss it deeper into the room towards one of the beds that are occupied?
Heck yeah.
All right, so you like set it on the ground. You see that there's like these soft rugs set on the ground. You kind of roll it across the rug to limit noise as much as you can, kind of rolling it across the room to a pair of beds that you see that they are both occupied and within 10 feet of each other. Rolling it across the room as it's lighting, this sizzle. You note that as you move towards the window and begin to teleport away, the people in those beds begin to rouse, as obviously noise right beside them is going to wake them. But you don't got time for that. You teleport up, you grab the ledge of the window that you just climbed in on, and you climb back up. And 2 seconds later, an explosion rocks the foundation of this facility. As the bomb on the
Yippee-ki-yay,
first floor
mothersuckers.
goes off. You guys will want to be getting off the roof now.
Quick reaction cast Featherfall on who wants Featherfall
Okay.
basically.
I'm
Are
pretty sure
you
we can do
guys-
that when we're falling?
Are you guys jumping off the roof to go to the first floor? Or are you entering through the third floor window?
My vote is enter through third floor window.
Which would need no featherfall.
Okay. I'm fine either
Third
way.
floor.
Third
Alright.
floor window we go.
So as
can be
as you guys are
adamant.
all like shaking as this building is just moving like just an 8.0 earthquake, you guys all rush to the window and climb inside this like storage room with a whole bunch of boxes. As soon as the last person enters the room, another explosion goes off and you hear a few sets of screams, and then immediately the room that you stepped into was dark. There's a lantern on the wall, however. Almost with like a faint bit of, you would almost say sunlight, which kind of surprises you, along the inside, like the cantrip's light has been cast on the inside of this, but it is deactivated for the moment. As soon as you hear screams and voices start to call out, the light pops on.
Oh boy.
I think our best move might be to light this and run back out. Hold on. Perception check. Can I hear anything coming from the direction of the fourth floor?
From the direction of the fourth floor, go ahead and roll me a perception.
This was the storage room that Lennon peeked
This was the
into, right?
third floor storage room. So yes, you guys dropped a bomb here, just inside the room over here, and if you're dropping a bomb here, it would be over here. So they're
That is
pretty
13.
separate. A 13, you cannot sense any... You can't tell where the voices are coming from exactly. Most of them sound like they're coming from below you, though.
I might hear
wait a
now,
sec,
Zach,
we-
right?
Can I do a quick investigation check to see what's in the
No, you were able to teleport back up onto the roof, so you would be able to join everyone else as you enter this third floor room.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm sorry, someone spoke and I was talking to Jade.
Can I roll investigation to quickly see what's in this room?
Sure, you're welcome to. That or perception, whichever one you prefer.
It's the same.
With the
21.
21, peeking around this room, this seems entirely to be some kind of storage room. As you're looking around, you look into some of the open boxes, and there's a series of what seem to be well-crafted short swords in one of the boxes. The first box you see, there's 5 on the top, and it looks like there's a second layer of 5 underneath. And as you pull and kind of look at the blade, you see on its pommel there's seemingly a forge with a 7-pointed star set above it with a hammer at its middle.
I'm going to slip one of them into my belt.
All right, you grab one and you immediately slip it into your belt. Looking around, you look over. None of the other boxes that are opened seem to be of any kind of weapon. But peering over, you see there's some fruits and vegetables in other boxes. This just kind of seems to be a catch-all kind of storage room.
Tarok's gonna walk over to the fruit, grab an apple, take a big old bite out of it, and say, "We need to get moving."
Yeah, but I would like to investigate go to the direction of the fourth floor to see what is up there.
All right, so as you enter this room, you'll have to go out into what looks like a hallway. As you open the door, the lights are all on, but the third floor seems kind of empty, uninhabited. Welcome back, Thomas.
Yay!
I
Bad.
apologize.
It's all right. You're just going to have to walk back through the session because we don't have the time to explain what has happened. You guys are inside the
Okay.
facility. You
At a
may
big
or
couple
may...
of bombs.
You set up a series of bombs. 2 of them have gone off at this time. The alarms are off. You spotted multiple of the hounds outside that seemed more curious than aggressive towards you. You found the big old troll ogre thing. It asked you a riddle which you believe you answered correctly, but it went back inside because it forgot the answer, and it's going to ask its master what the answer is. So,
What the hell?
So, you guys are on the 3rd floor. You just entered through a window after blowing up bombs, and Leopold is opening a door to look into the hallway to see what's in the direction of the 4th floor, the kind of tower that rises up at the back side of this facility. So, Leopold, as you peek out, this floor seems mostly uninhabited. You will note that the window you came in on had no form of daytime shading, like light came in through the window. So you would assume this is not a very habited floor, at least for the spawn.
All right, and I can see, I guess, some sort of way to get up to the 4th floor.
As you peer down the hallway, it kind of curves off to the side, and you do see the edge of a set of spiral stairs that seem to lead up there.
Is anybody coming with me? Because if nobody volunteers, I'm going to volunteer someone.
I will
going.
go.
He's going.
I will be within 30 feet.
Wherever Tarak goes, Nelson is within 5 feet of him.
Lynn will keep eyes on, like, I guess there's other doors to other rooms, right?
Yes, there are plenty of other rooms. However, as you pass by, you do note, even from the outside, you can tell most of them are locked.
And I feel like, did we also find a staircase down to the 2nd floor, or just up?
From this hallway, you can only see the stairway going up. You assume, going the opposite direction, you will find a stairway going down. But you do not know, because you have not investigated yet.
Wait, with the bombs going off, are the troops all moving in?
Yes, at this point, they are moving in, but no one
It's gonna
peeked back
take,
that
like,
direction. But it will
Ruckus-
be almost a full minute before they're actually here.
Ruckus, help.
Okay.
Ruckus,
Alright.
let's just check a couple of these rooms while they look at the 4th floor, real quick,
Okay.
just in case.
Here and I, 4th floor.
So,
All these doors are locked.
there are some that are locked, not all of them. Most of the unlocked doors seem to be just more storage rooms. However, as you guys twist on the knob of one of the locked doors, you almost hear like a scrambling on the inside. We're gonna go to the group going to the 4th floor. So as you guys begin
Why have we separated?
making your way up the stairs, you guys are only like 60 feet apart at this point, so you're not crazy distant. So as you begin walking up the spiral staircase, what are you looking for? Like, why are we going up to this tower?
I want to see what's up here.
As you go up the stairs, you're kind of bounding up the stairs. You get inside, and there seems to be a way to crank open all the windows at once, and there is a bell at the center of this room. Looking around, there actually is like a couple crossbows just set around the room, but you don't see anybody up here.
Guard tower.
Looks like a guard shift position, and so me and my battle buddy will head back downstairs, assuming that it's just that type of post.
Here.
Up the bell.
Probably not any use in ringing the bell, I imagine.
I mean, do you want to? It'll
That
take...
would raise the alarm, you dumbass.
Yeah.
The alarm's already been raised. Multiple explosions have already gone off.
Yeah.
What?
In that
Tarak,
case, back down.
Tarak, now with the presentation of ringing a bell because I'm a fucking child. I'm gonna ring the bell. I want to.
Lieutenant, no!
I will.
Big bell.
Do you actually try and stop him, Leopold?
Yes. Please do not ring the bell, Tarak.
Charisma versus stupidity.
5, 4...
roll.
I don't ring it. I don't ring.
He doesn't
I
ring
don't
it.
ring.
You guys head back down the stairs into the hallway. Thomas and Lennon, as you guys are just kind of standing in the hallway, what do? You guys very audibly hear like a shuffling from the inside of this bedroom.
Alright, well, is Thomas here? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
If it's a vampire, I'll prep a sunbeam, break open the door.
I have lockpicks, but I can also try to bust down the door.
That's sunbeam.
You know what? The alarms have been raised. I'm just going to shoot the doorknob and then bust in with Lennon.
So as you pop the doorknob, kicking it in, you find kind of stuffed into the corner, the close right corner, seemingly in a prowling position, a completely nude human man. And you look towards the window, and you see the reason why is because all of his clothes have been taken off to block out the window as best he could. And as he's standing there, he's kind of looking at you, almost feral. But he does not immediately pounce on you.
I don't care if he immediately pounces on me. Everything in here is an enemy.
I'm gonna shoot his dick off.
Whoa!
I'm like, hold on. I'm literally just gonna like
be
walk
the
in.
guy we're trying to save.
Like, I'm gonna,
it's Rakus hostages.
These hostages.
Also, is your revolver going off?
has he opened his mouth at all?
His mouth is open, bearing not just a set of fangs, but every tooth in his mouth is a fang.
I am going to literally. I'm just gonna walk in, and as Lennon's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm just gonna like, without hesitation, I'm just going to like pop off as many rounds as you'll let me, Zach.
I will let you
Until I
one
confirm
action.
that it's dead.
I will let one action's worth of attacks go through.
One actions, no.
So you
bonus
get to double
action,
tap,
correct?
basically.
I'll give you like a surprise round, so you get one turn.
Okay.
And the hammer.
Oh, James, you don't want to go bath? Well, I'm sorry, you gotta go bath.
Oof. Lennon and Thomas, I will have you guys roll initiative. I do not have a battle map for this. So we're gonna be theater of the mind here.
Okay, hold on. There's no combat scene, so I just have to slash.
Hold on.
And I've not been rolling well today.
All right, Thomas, are you gonna figure this out?
Sorry, hold on.
Hey Zach, at least we got combat this session.
Y'all are pandering around.
Wait,
like,
surprise
that's
round.
hilarious.
Okay, surprise round, so I get advantage.
Yes, you have advantage on these strikes. Well, I will not give you advantage on the strikes. This isn't really a surprise round. It's just they did not expect you to begin firing yet. So this is not a surprise. This is not a surprise round. He knows that you're there. He knows that you have a gun pulled on him. This isn't like, oh no, he's got a gun pulled on me. What will I ever do? And he doesn't know until the first shot's been fired.
Hold on.
Do I need to just place something down and start an initiative on this screen?
I'm trying to figure out how many addition. Okay.
We could just rip his clothes down from the window. Weaken him.
Yeah, you should do that, Lennon.
Okay, the
Monk-
additional
monk
D6,
moment.
Okay. My bad.
Monk
Sorry.
moment.
Wait. That's situational bonus.
Man, I can't believe we started this
Sorry.
with 3 big booms.
This is a 30 hit.
A 30 does hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your second attack while you're at it.
Okay.
A 14
Does a 14
not
hit?
It does not, sadly.
Unfortunate. Either way, damage roll.
This is the killer Bella.
6.
Rakus, what's your initiative?
That's a 17.
So as
I
you
have not
look
rolled
down,
initiative.
firing, bang, with the second shot, just going wide, as he doesn't dive towards you, he instead sprints straight at the window. As I will have you roll initiative real quick, just to see if you go first, but I have rolled a 26 initiative.
Where's my initiative button?
A suicide.
Not even. If he's going through the window,
Concentration.
that means he can.
Here's a
get
coin
out.
for the broken window. What broken window?
If he's gunning for the window, that means he could be outside or he doesn't know it's daytime.
I'm sorry. The little thing that I usually have, you know, where like the little
Because
quick
you're
step
not
thing
engaged
is
in
on.
combat currently, So you can just roll a d20, adding your dex modifier if you want, or if you can figure out a way to just roll your...
Is that initiative? No, that's inspiration. Fuck, it's initiative.
I just rolled it for you.
Thank you.
It's the INT to the far left of your stat block. Sadly, you did not beat him out on initiative, and not being within melee range, you do not get an attack of opportunity as he just jumps onto the wall beside him and bounces off, springing towards the window, and just bounds through the window, shattering the glass behind him. Just balls swinging in the wind as he dives out the window.
Lim rushes over to the window.
Yeah, we rushed to the window and looked down.
Is he like burning?
You see that he's actually... You no longer see a man on the ground. You in fact see what you would describe more as like a wolf or a tiger, like a bear. Like you can't quite tell what creature it is, but changing from a man to a much larger monstrous being is just sprinting to the wall right now.
I like him.
On all fours.
Oh my.
Okay, how far away is it?
It is able to get 60 feet away from you at this turn.
Hold on, let me.
Okay, well,
Seeing that we've already
60
fought.
feet.
Well, it
I'll
looks
pull out
like
my
you've got a
hunting rifle.
side plot adventure for a new monster to deal
Yeah.
with in the future.
No, I pull out my hunting rifle.
It's out of. He's out of my range.
I was gonna say,
He's not out of range of my hunting rifle.
Mother of God.
So, as the rest of you, as Tarak and Leopold and Wayne, did you go up there as well? No, so Wayne, you're just sitting here as they like break into this door, and you just hear a second of pause, and then a bang, bang, and then just like a thud against the wall, and just shattering glass. And then a few seconds later, you hear another bang, bang. Do you even look into the room?
No, I'm looking for something flammable.
All right.
Wayne,
So
get
we're gonna
the
go
other
to you.
room.
What are you looking for? Right? You're looking for something flammable.
Fire.
Looking either for like crates of linens or like heavy.
Oh, absolutely.
Like-
You're opening up the crates in this storage room, and like the second one you open is just full of clothes.
I'm going to take one of the torches out of my backpack and I'm going to ignite it and then just start lighting everything I can find to light on fire.
All right. Is there anything in particular you try and save or throw out the window? Fruit, the blades, the vegetables, maybe? Or would Wayne even think about that? Or is he just setting shit on flame?
I think he's just setting shit on flame and then he might throw the box of blades out at the end if he's got time and the fire hasn't gotten over to it by the time he catches everything on fire. Kind of as an afterthought.
All right. I will have you roll me a perception check real quick, as you are closest to a window currently.
Oh no.
Yes, Secure?
Yeah, so I stayed behind too, so probably while Wayne goes off to find whatever he's gonna find, I don't know at the time, I'll be like, Wayne, come on, they're obviously in trouble, and I'm gonna walk down to the
Wayne,
doorway.
you don't have the wherewithal with you right now. You're focused on getting the flame going, but you hear outside what you can best describe as a series of crunches that sound meaty, that are just outside the window below you.
Oh no.
Meaty crunches?
As in bones breaking or skulls cracking.
I just kind of muttered to myself, well, that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing. I'm going to finish lighting this fire, and then I'm going to walk. Actually, while I'm lighting the fire, I'm just going to be talking the others.
Do we want to say that this is about the time where Leopold gets down to the main?
You're about to get down. Wayne's about to send a message.
And I'm basically going to say, is that our guys getting their skulls bashed in outside, or theirs, you think? Just kind of as an open-ended question. Because I can't contact anybody on the outside to know anything more.
In that case, Leopold is going to go back into the main room that we entered, because he was going to do that anyway.
As you enter the storage room that you entered, there's just fire slowly spreading throughout the room.
Wait, can I fire off my rifle shots?
Wait,
Go ahead, roll them.
We agreed we wouldn't set this place on fire. We agreed that was a terrible idea.
Okay, Zach, I'll have you know that as my bonus action,
Right.
I'm casting Ensnaring Strike.
Okay,
So,
what is the
on the
save
next,
on that?
it'll be a Strength 14.
That is a
Oh, not
23.
super. Oh well, he doesn't get
He does not
restrained.
get ensnared, and he will be moving 120 feet this next round.
Hold on, I haven't attacked with my. Oh,
You're welcome to attack him. I will promise you will not put him down in 2 more shots with your hunting rifle.
Oh my
It's worth a
god.
shot.
Double crits.
She let a fucking werewolf out the goddamn window. God damn it.
That was so fucking close.
Werewolves to be here.
If only you had the chance.
I rolled a 19. Yeah, if only I was a champion. Okay, let me roll the
As this
19.
is happening, Lynn will whip around. It's like, we have to check the other rooms.
Misfire!
I say Leopold as he's saying that we agreed it was a terrible idea. I'm like, everything so far has been a terrible idea. Nothing has worked.
Thomas,
really hate
does your
driving.
weapon have a misfire score?
This is base D&D weapon, so no.
Okay, will do. We'll fix that in the future, but for now, we'll just roll with it.
Sure.
So, 13 points of damage on the next strike. Just
That
bang.
was pitiful.
Again, missing wide. This creature kind of stops. It continues running for a little bit, but kind of stops, seemingly closer to the edge of your range, and lets loose a massive mixture of like a roar and a howl as it just screams out. And Lennon's like, hey, maybe we should check the extra rooms. You hear 3 different sets of windows break open along the wall, and you just see 3 more of these things jump out the side of the building and begin sprinting out to meet their leader.
We definitely.
Do I have a Rocky to outside?
Do you guys?
I don't believe we do.
Nope.
Although
I think you guys might have a Rocky to Craven, but this would be on
We do
you
to
guys to
Craven.
track. And Craven is outside.
I think Rikus has like five
Say,
Rockies,
I
but
was-
the rest of us only have the party, I think.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that Leopold is planning to climb outside after he makes the comment to Wayne that I hope you burn to death in this goddamn mansion, this godforsaken mansion, and he's going to climb up onto the roof and see what is going on outside.
Roll me a perception. Thomas, Lennon, how do you guys react to that?
We definitely could have ended that peacefully, huh?
I look at Lennon and go, we're in a hostile territory.
Yes, Secure.
The thing had
Wait.
fangs.
Where am I at this point?
So you are in the hallway. We have not gotten to what you have been doing during this time. What would you have liked to have been doing? Because you were just in the hallway. You weren't going into one of the rooms with Rikus or Lennon. You didn't go to the 4th floor. Wayne was setting the shit on fire. What were you doing during that?
Yeah, they went off. I was with Wayne. Shots went off in the other room. So then I went to go to the room
Okay,
with Rikus.
so
and
you get out there, like you get to the room where your brother is just perched with his hunting rifle on the window as you hear windows crash and break, and all of a sudden they're outside.
Okay.
Well, firstly, I turn to Lennon before Lennon says anything. I just go, well, shit.
We could have ended that peacefully. Anyways,
So
I guess let's check the belongings and then move to the 2nd floor.
So,
After we
Leopold,
cleared
as
the
you get out and look down, you see one of the hounds actively pouncing on a stone side in plate armor, and tearing through the adamantine plate on his arm and ripping the arm off and throwing it across the field as a few members of the Vox can kind of perceive where it's at. They're trying to cast spells, fairy fire and such, to light up this creature. But at this point, this is nearly 100 feet away from you. The battle is spread across the field as you see, looking straight down, a very, very angry Gork, the troll you guys convinced to go back inside, is currently using a Goliath Kravas Guild member as a bat and just slamming him into people around him. He does seem to be pretty injured at this point, as he does seem to have a similar regeneration factor to trolls, but is constantly getting hit with fire damage, so he's not regaining any HP.
How far away is this happening?
This is happening, like, partially right below the wall where you guys first entered, and out in that field in that direction. It seems that the battle has not yet reached the rocky side of the facility. So this is happening, if you look at the map, this is happening around the fountain. So, like, right here, the troll is fighting a group, and out here on the other side of the fountain, the hound is tearing people apart. The dogs all ran off in this direction, and were just running. You guys didn't stay in the room, unless you want to stay in the room until they are out of sight, which would be some time.
New decision. We help the assault force a bit before moving to the second floor.
No, we're trying to kill Big Boss.
I was going to Rocky saying that things are going to shit out here.
I have a feeling our target is not in the upper floors.
One thing you do note, Leopold, is as you're seeing this and as you're radioing in, you note that you hear a massive crash and a series of gunshots as you peek the corner and you see the tail end of Ed following Pax in the front door.
Ed and Pax are in the building. They're going in the front door. Do we want to try and get in this clusterfuck out here, or help those two?
We should help Pax.
I say we go downstairs to the second floor.
I think it's best we meet back up with Pax and Ed.
Are we saying the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, then let's go.
Alright, so as you guys all gather into the hallway, all 7 of you guys gather in, and we're going to, again, change music for the last little bit of this session.
So, question. How much of the fires that Wayne set have spread?
It is not spreading quickly. This is some very thick wood, so it will burn slowly, but it will begin to spread at a faster rate the wider it gets. You guys probably have maybe a minute or two before this quadrant of the facility is up in flames. It'll probably be close to 20 minutes before this place is engulfed.
Is there any, like, water or anything up here that might douse the fire?
No.
I really wish I hadn't left my barrel of holy water with the guys.
If only
I have it. I added it to my character sheet that I have holy poison.
No, I had like an entire barrel of holy water. I assume you didn't use the entire barrel because I would not allow you to do that.
I have several fluids with me. You just tell me what you want. I have some vials of the holy poison. I have vials of poison, a lot of poison actually. I have holy water of my own in a flask. I have a whole tank of blood in a bag of holding. Like, pick your poison.
You also have Wayne's holy fluid.
You do have a vial of holy slime too.
Yes, and actually, you know, Wayne, why did you set those fires?
Well, you said it wouldn't do much damage, but I figure we'll be here only a little while. It'll take a while to spread.
Realize that's going to make trying to get to Stolius in the basement that much harder because the entrance is going to collapse on us.
I feign looking at my wrist and go, huh, I left it at home. But by my calculations, we've got a while.
You also essentially comes with the fact that there's no reason for us to abandon the mansion in the slightest now.
As you guys are arguing, Nelson pushes through you guys, dragging Turok with him, and just
I will say
begins
that we are
leading the way
both
down the stairs.
Arguing,
I
but
say
I
we-
am arguing.
What?
I'll say I'm happy to like move while we argue, but I am arguing.
Wayne's already given up. He doesn't care. He's gonna let
have any-
Leopold just talk at him.
Do you have any sense of why you done was even potentially wrong? Do you have any sense of morals whatsoever?
You should hit him in the head.
I mean,
Limit.
he will pull out his gun and hold
Sexual
it by the
tension.
barrel.
A
Hitting you
throuple?
quite a good job. I'm wondering if the priest feel the same.
I don't know. You should try it.
Lynn's
That's
starting
probably
to
something
move
practical.
down with Turok and Nelson. It's like, well, yeah, I guess we're going.
I've never met with more unprofessional people in my life. As I look at Lennon.
Surprisingly, this is one of our better plans.
And I'm gonna slap Tariq on the back and say, "Welcome to the team."
I hope
Yeah.
to
The fact
never
that
work with
Lennon
you.
is-
I hope to never work with you again. And as I'm still, as
That's
I'm
what everyone
still
says.
being pulled by.
Honestly, the fact that Lennon was not wrong, I cannot blame you in that regard.
All right.
One of our
So
worst plans.
as you guys make your way down the stairs, this long hallway awaits you, and we are going to activate this scene.
Oh no!
Oh God!
So
All right,
as
so
you
we-
guys enter down into this hallway, this is where we're going to end our session because it is
I
past
should
10.
have rang the fucking bell. I should have rang the bell.
As this is the end of our session. However, we will start by rolling initiative.
Oh,
So we're going to
wanna-
end, should I say, by rolling initiative. So I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Why?
I found it. I'm able to roll it.
I need.
21.
Go on,
I
initiative.
need
have-
to be. I can't.
Ah,
how
Zach,
do
I
you do
forgot
it
to
without
say I
seeing
have
your
advantage
character?
on initiative.
It's so easy. It's mindset. I don't believe in luck.
I may have had initiative before that guy
Did I roll-
turned.
Did I roll
but-
that one? I totally rolled in that one, didn't I? 5.
Oh boy.
We have 3 21s.
Wow.
On initiative.
I think that's the lowest I've ever rolled on initiative.
It isn't for me. I've rolled a lot lower. I've rolled a -1 on another.
Who the hell
character
is? He keeps rolling. Oh, that's Zach. Yeah.
Where's my dice?
sheet. Just roll them all together.
You rolled a 1!
God damn it!
Right.
Alright.
Industrious vampire spawn. Lecturous vampire spawn. Pioneering
No
vampire
one,
spawn.
no one
They
explained
all
how
have
to
that
do it.
personality.
They all
Okay.
have some kind of personality
Open your
trait when
character
you
sheet,
spawn a whole bunch of them. So, if you guys
see
would
the
all
I
pull
and I
out
on the
your
left side.
character sheets at the your minis at the bottom.
There
over
we go.
here.
What?
Where?
Minis.
Click, drag and drop.
There they are.
I did ping.
They're slowly popping in.
Yeah,
Thank
because I'm dragging them out for you all.
Thank you.
That's me.
So this is a doorway right here. Just FYI.
Roll initiative.
Are
Yeah.
do the doorways have doors in them?
They are all open.
Duly noted.
Guys, to be at the front of the group, I probably want to be like there.
Oh boy, Lennon will be like. No, yeah, Lennon will be like here.
Oh, middle of the pack.
Rock, you might wanna go down the hall a bit, cause we're gonna be doing some tanking.
Lennon, you should be down here, I
Oh
think.
boy.
Nah, I need.
Yeah, I'll take lead as
I
paladin.
have one more bomb.
So
I thought it was. I thought I had the last bomb.
you and
No, no,
Nelson.
you-
You and
know.
Nelson take lead here.
Yeah.
So, because I thought we had, like, we set off 2
Would-
bombs, and I thought I had
bombs
the
per
last
barrel.
one. Yeah.
Would actually let me look at that.
I don't
spell
remember
real
who
quick.
gave Secure the bomb. Did I give Secure the bomb?
I have a frag.
Oh, that's
Okay.
definitely not.
Whatever.
That's definitely
Whatever the
still
reason
not
is,
up.
there is 1 bomb left, and I have a brilliant idea. I have
Okay,
a
you
conceived
have
of an
the
idea
last
most
bomb.
I no longer
It will
trust
require
Leopold
your
with
assistance.
any.
Okay.
Leave an idea most.
All
we
I've
still
learned is
need
that
to
Leopold
prevent
has
the
the
escape,
worst
though.
ideas.
Honestly.
Hey,
Who
Zach,
made him in charge?
I did set up a bomb on this floor, yes? Is that,
On this
like, further
floor.
down?
This is further down. You do not know
Got
how
it.
much further down, as honestly, your directional skills, you're like, okay, it's that way. I know it's that way. But
Right.
you don't know if it's going to be at the end of this hall or maybe even farther down.
It was in the dark. It was going through a wall on the
It
side.
was in the dark. It was going through the side of the wall. You know it was like almost on the complete other side of the facility from here. But you
Okay.
haven't really gotten a complete gauge of how far that actually is.
Okay. And nothing was able to be prepared as we were running in here. For example, drawing swords.
You guys could draw your blades and maybe prep some stuff. You know you're probably going to get in a fight here soon, but your 1 minute long things,
And I get my mini turret.
if it's a 1 minute lasting thing, it's going to be more than halfway through by the time we start this fight. If it's an hour long or a 10-minute, absolutely, you can cast it and it'll be around for quite a while.
Okay, sounds good.
So please,
I-
if you're casting something, let me know. Let me know what you have active right now.
I have my wrist thing. My tattoo is glowing, and I have cut my wrist, and so the blood's everywhere.
Okay,
Blah.
take your damage.
The only thing I need to activate is getting my turret up, and it is
Okay.
just my
So
tiny. version.
I'm assuming 10 minutes has passed since I last gave Zach Defense Against Good and Evil.
Yes, 10 minutes has passed at this point.
Alright, I give it to him again.
Alright.
I still recognize him as the weakest, which means I have to protect.
Yep.
He
Uh,
has
Lennon
left.
is the weak. That's a correct assessment, because even
And-
Wayne.
So where are you
will-
to me? You should stay next to me.
No.
And I will make a reminder to Lennon, Wayne, and Sakir. The three of you have Death Ward on. Make notation. The first time you drop to 0 hit points, you will instead drop to 1.
It's on us to do so.
That is on you three, okay?
Okay.
I may or may not remember.
Yep.
That's on you to remember.
Is there a way to
Who
set
three?
that as a condition? or
Not you,
something?
Rikus. I'm sure there's a way to do it in Forge. I have no clue how to do it.
Give me a sec.
Like, yeah, you can make a note on your character, like,
Oh. Oof.
Number, dodging, diseased, exhaustion, flying, ethereal, threatened,
There we go.
hovering,
it's fine now.
hiding. Yeesh. Is it this one? Poison. Invis marked.
it will not be one of the base status effects.
Damn.
It will not, sadly.
Sage. Oh well.
So, with that, you guys have your time to get all of your stuff set up before the combat. So if you have a concentration spell you want to have cast coming into it, let me know now. Look through your sheets. I will give you guys like another 30 seconds and then we'll close up this session.
They've already said mine, so I'm good.
I do not have line of sight.
Don't really have anybody to drop a fairy fire on, so nothing for me besides the aforementioned turret.
With a 21 passive, could I have gotten a glimpse in that doorway as we moved up?
As you moved through, as you catch a glimpse in that doorway, would you say you're here? Or maybe here?
Well, I was thinking, like, as I was here, moving up this way like that.
I'll have you roll a perception check. Do you have... What is your dark vision range?
Believe it's 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet.
Roll me a perception. It is
Is it pretty dark in here?
It is nearly pitch black in there. Well, actually, there are lights. There are lights turned on at this point. I apologize. So dark vision doesn't matter. All of the lights turned on at the same time when the explosions went off. So, with that perception, I'm not going to say that you see anything. as anything that would be inside has at this point gotten out of bed.
Do these
Okay.
doors open in to the room or out to the hall?
They open into the room.
And you said they were open, right?
So, with that, we will end our session and we will begin with our initiative rolls here. And just to double check with everyone, you guys are limited vision right now, correct?
What?
Like you cannot see the
No.
whole map currently?
We can see the whole map.
You can see the whole map. Well, you should not be able to, motherfuckers. I set
Don't
it up
worry,
so
we'll
you
forget
could...
by next time.
You probably will forget by next time. Regardless, we will go ahead and end our session there, and I will try to fix everything. So,
I'm gonna screenshot it quick.
bye-bye. We're going to stop the recording.